folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Let's go, defense.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryan Edwards, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. He's got a man, it's his fullback.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 43 yards.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
This 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4. It is 3rd down.
Mayfield on play action. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamin Davis.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a handoff as they run left side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Here comes Peppers. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Round 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they come... game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Montez Sweat Gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
zone here. This would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Mayfield looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown.
Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, at 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. To throw, Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Mayfield to throw it this time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check it out, Reed. Number 28.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and 4. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, Gibson. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that interception. interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead?
There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 82 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all